I've got a Drill Master 18 volt, 1/4 inch, cordless impact driver, item number 62874. Max torque is 360 inch-pounds. Impacts per minute is 3,000. Battery sold separately. Chargers sold separately. I don't know why they give the stats for the battery and the charger. If they're sold separately, you'd see that on the battery. Battery sold separately, and you see they shaded out the battery. This costs $29.99 on sale with a 20% off coupon, so roughly $20. This is a hobby tool. This is not a professional tool. You take this to work and use it all day, every day, and it ain't going to be long. It ain't going to be a working. So what's in there? Got the impact driver itself. Built much like the cordless driver. Doesn't stand up. For comparison, here is the cordless screwdriver, and here is the impact driver. Closely related, obviously. So what else we got in there? Directions. I'm actually sure there's about 4 or 5 pages of what you shouldn't do. I didn't worry so much about it coming without a battery because I have 2 of the cordless drills, so I've always got a battery charged anyway. Goes on just like the cordless drills. Slips on. Notice it's not very loud right now. It's a pine to try this with. I'm going to put in a spade bit. This is a driver, not a drill. It will only use these hex-shaped tool bits. So you put it in, you pull up on the release and it slides in and it moves around. To get it out, you pull that forward, pull it out, and then put it in, you put it in. So this thing moving back and forth is the release. So how does it work? I've got a 13/16 bit going through pine. Very noisy. Okay, there is the hole with a spade bit in pine. Just going to hold this by hand. This oak has pin nails in it that I can't get out, so I'm not really wasting oak by doing this, but let's give it a shot. Wow. Okay, once again, pull the release up, pull out your bit. For comparison, let's use a regular drill. So, put it in the chuck. Let's see how it does. Okay, that puts a strain on the battery. Of course, I was pressing pretty hard for the oak, trying to see how it would do. So the holes come out about the same, probably the same length of time. This one went a little deeper. The impact drivers are normally used to take on and off bolts, not experiment with spade bits, but they work. Obviously not where it's going to show the most promise. If you don't pull the release out, this doesn't go in until you release that, and then it locks it in place. So it seems to work okay. If you're going to use this for socket, you're going to have some type of an adapter. Harbor Freight sells this little pack for about $3. It has 1/2 inch, looks like 3/8 and 1/4. I've used 1/4 and it's in my toolbox. So let's see how that goes on. Let's remove this plate bit. So you're going to have to get something like that. It's not, it doesn't go in there really that tight, but I'm not sure it's supposed to. That's pretty loose in there. That's universal for all of them, so it's not a huge problem. What's the final cost of buying this? $29.99 for the tool. I had a 20% off coupon, so I got it for roughly $20. I've got to buy a battery. For me, paying $10, $12 for a battery, I'm just as better off to buy the cordless drill to get the battery, and I have the cordless drill. But you still got the cost of that, so that almost doubles the price. Between this and this, it almost doubles the price. So you've got $15 for this, $3 for this, that's $18. I paid $20 for the tool. To get this usable, you're going to put out about $40 instead of the advertised sale price of $21.99, because it doesn't come with any accessories. That's kind of typical for Harbor Freight. They want to get advertisements out there for the cheapest price. They don't tell you the fine print. You have to buy an adapter to use it with sockets. You have to buy a battery to use it at all. But for $20, I already had the battery, I already had this. So for me, the true cost was $20. So for $20, this was well worth it to me. For $40, it's still a good deal, but you're probably in the range of maybe thinking about the next step up. This is a hobby tool. This is meant for somebody like me that uses it every now and then. If you go and buy this and take it to work with you and use all day, every day, I have a suspicion that you're not going to have it that long. You're going to drop it and the case is going to break. You're going to damage this slider. The battery's going to wear out simply from being charged and discharged all the time. So you're probably not going to be happy if you're a professional and you do it every day. But for a hobbyist like me, I think this is perfectly good. I'd much rather spend $20 for this and use it occasionally than $100 to $150 for a more professional tool that I'm still only going to use occasionally. So I'm actually going to recommend this if you're a hobbyist. You're going to get use out of it. It's going to work for you. It's a little loud, but that's okay. And you have to buy the accessories, but that's okay too. Still a good deal for the price. If you like the videos, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.